Welcome back, Gemini. Welcome back to Cosmic Dialect Tarot. This will be a reading for the sign of Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, perhaps South Node. Geminis, thank you for coming back. If you haven't liked or, if you haven't liked this video yet, make sure you do like it before you like it. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate it. And for the cross watchers that are here watching for a Gemini that you are interested in or curious about, just be respectful and don't cross the line into the stalker weird category. Trusted angels, trusted ancestors, trusted spirits, and trusted guides, protect me as I do this tarot reading for the sign of Gemini. And make sure that Geminis or whoever's watching on the other side of my digital screen feels protected as they watch this tarot reading on YouTube. Whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help us God. Let's get into it, Gemini. I pre-shuffled, so let's get right into it. What's going on for the sign of Gemini? Gemini, if it doesn't hit, don't make it fit. Watch your other placements, like your moon sign or your rising sign. We have a Ten of Swords. It does appear to be upside down, though. We have a Ten of Swords. It does appear to be upside down. Are you levitating off of something that was severely heartbreaking and traumatizing? When I say levitating, because I always say that jokingly, but I mean, the Ten of Swords is like, this fool's like, you know, he's coming off of the swords. He's being lifted up off of them. And he's now levitating, or she or they is now levitating. They're like, yeah, you did me like that. Okay, you put the 10 swords in my back. Now I'm taking them out and I'm levitating. And now I'm going to get you and haunt you for the rest of your life. No, just kidding. But let's see. What is this? Ten of Swords upside down. You're feeling better and not disturbed or as affected by something as you once were that was very difficult to deal with. Okay. We have a Magician upside down and a Page of Cups. All right. So you were manipulated by a trickster that was like, I'm sweet, I'm trustworthy. Magician upside down, Page of Cup. That together tells me that we have a Don Juan, perhaps, a trickster, someone that's very good at putting on a show, somebody that's very good at pretending they know how to pull rabbits out of hats. And it's all a show. They come off very friendly. They could have heavy fellow Gemini or Virgo, maybe water in their chart. All right, Gem. And I could be speaking of the cross watchers. I just have to touch on anybody that watches these videos. So Gemini, don't get offended if I ever say, like, this could be about you. It's just if we have cross watchers in the room where they're watching for a Gemini that's done them this way, I have to mention it. But for Gems, like, I'm mostly speaking to you, Gemini, about what you've been through. You're healing after somebody did you, it tricked you. Oh, this is upright. You're healing after somebody tricked you. They were very trustworthy. They seemed almost innocent. So they were quite believable when it came to, I don't know if I want to say innocent, but just like they had your best interest at heart. Whatever this is about, it is the intimate spread. So it's like this person had your best interest at heart. That's what your impressions were. And Magician upside down implies that they, conniving, sneaky. Why am I getting materialistic? That's not usually what I get. They could have heavy earth in their chart in like a distorted way. Maybe they have a lot of Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo in like a distorted ass way. Or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Not really getting that as much. I'm just more so getting that they have like, they had some like charisma, that they have charm that's believable, that kind of like ropes people in. And you're healing from something they did to you that was like severe, Ten of Swords severe. Like it could have killed you type of thing. Like and when I say that, it doesn't have to be physical, like harm. It could be like the heartbreak that they caused, the betrayal that they put you through, the mental game, gaslighting, manipulative tactics that maybe you've never been exposed to before, and it was all new. It was like new to you, and you're like, like, and that's usually the type of person, like when you're not somebody that's keen on. So I'm not saying you're not keen on it and you're not smart, but if you're somebody that's never really dealt with a manipulator that's at that level of basically being a professional horrible person, um, they love to find people that are easy to razzle dazzle and and sprinkle their little fairy dust in front of your eyes and have you just be like, oh, they're so great, they're so nice, they're so sweet, they say all the right things. Okay, and this could be a love thing, it could be a business thing, could be a friend, a new friendship, somebody that makes you feel comfortable, somebody that like they could have done some love bombing, complimenting on you on your outfit all the time, asking you like I don't know, asking you about your life, like seeming genuinely interested in your life, you know, and not feeling ungenuine. Like it felt genuine, and something about that was not true, and it destroyed you for a while, and you're recovering from that. Is that what this is? Let's see. Let's get more. Okay. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Another Page of Cups. There could be children involved here. Or people are very immature. Okay. A 9 of Cups with an 8 of Pentacles. Somebody does this for work. Somebody does this for work. This is their job. This is their job to rope people in, get them to trust them, and then perhaps make deals, Page of Pentacles style deals, maybe even with you. You know, like, hey, you can trust me. You can put your money into my pot, and I can put my money into your pot, and it's safe together. It's safe together. We could grow on this business or this relationship, and it's all good. Or we can exchange this information that's sensitive information, and it's safe with me. Yeah, I promise it's safe with me. Meanwhile, they are a magician upside down. So they have some strange motive that they're going to try to spin with whatever you're providing for them. Seems like you provide a lot for them. Seems like you were both very like, maybe they even like started to actually like, if this is what they do for a living. So like say they're like a con or like or something along those lines. They may actually started to like you or something, which caused problems. They may had started to develop actual human emotions, which would be abnormal for them because it's not a part of their job description to do that. I get even if they did, it wasn't enough for them to stop being horrible, which sounds terrible, I know. But them falling for you maybe perhaps, or even admiring certain traits about you, and actually like, you know, the things that you thought were actually going on may have actually been going on and started to evolve in that way. And meanwhile, they were doing some strange magician upside down stuff behind the scenes. And even though that's cute and nice that they started to feel like real human emotions for the first time maybe in their life, they still were steady with this work that they do. They're more committed to doing this because they feel like they can, you know, even if they do develop feelings for you, they can go somewhere else and find that same thing somewhere else after they're done dealing with you. And I know that sounds horrible and cruel because it is. This person's highly arrogant. They're cocky. You may have noticed that after a while, maybe not at first. Yeah, they could have like two sides to them that not everyone sees. They could have like two sides, like double, like, you know, split personality. I don't really know. I'm not really getting split personality, but like they could just be really good at putting on a show. when they're trying to rope someone in, love bomb them, get them into a desired outcome or something that feels like it's you know, it's lubricating, for lack of a better term, their plans to push the envelope way too far and have you not notice and have you be okay with it because you're going to be so in love with them, or you're going to trust them so much that you're going to be okay with it. And you could have let it happen for a long time, but well, let's get more. They're very arrogant. They're happy with what they do. They enjoy it. I have my Magician upside down right next to a Nine of Cup. I have a Magician upside down right next to a Nine of Cup. They enjoy what they do. They enjoy this. This person's on demon time. Okay, they are an evil person. And they don't come off that way. They come off like kind of innocent, childlike. Maybe they're even easy to get along with. They could have gone through some form of grooming process when they were young that made them, that has like psychologically damaged them to a degree where they will appear and act normal, like a normal partner or friend. And it will be genuine or feel genuine. But there is something corrupted within that, within the way that works for them, that's, how do I say that? It's like they have the ability to function like a normal person and formulate relationships, but because of the way they, what they place the more importance on, which I guess is like what they do for work, what they do for money, what they do for clout, what they do for their Magician upside down stuff that makes them feel quite proud of themselves, is more important for them, for maybe how they grew up or if they were abused. Okay, so trigger warning if this person was abused, or maybe even you were, to make you susceptible to falling for someone like this, or believing something like this to be something it wasn't. The 2 Page of Cups here, though, with the Page of Pentacles, there could be children involved. I don't know if you have kids, they have kids, something about children, something about innocence. Maybe it's just your innocence that they saw and were like, okay, it was like a clear, like you were the type of target that that person would go for. And you did not know that about them at all. Like they did not come off this way. And the Ten of Swords upside down right next to my 8 of Pentacle. You are working, you may be burying yourself in work to not think about this, or you are digging into this and wanting to know more about who the fuck this person is, what they're involved in, why did they do this to you, and you want to get to the bottom of it. Oh, 3 of Pentacles upside down. They do not do this alone. This is a group effort. This could be a criminal enterprise of some kind that does this for, this came out in another reading. Oh, I forget who it was. It could have been Cancer, Taurus, maybe it was Sag even. Maybe it was Scorpio, I'm not sure. Anyways, maybe it was Aquarius, I don't know. They could do this for a living. This is like something that they are trained to do amongst other people that are just like them, that are attractive, that seem very charming, trustworthy, innocent, like fun to hang out with. Like the way the beginning of your friendship with them, relationship with them, partner, whatever it is going on with that person, is like a dream come true. Everything seems to click. You guys have so much in common. You know, it's equal give and take until things start to take a turn for the worse. You are levitating, you're healing. Not only are you healing, but you're going into like some levitation level where you're like, you've discovered things about yourself that you didn't really know were there before. Like the level of pain, mental agony, maybe physical pain, emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual abuse and pain that you have had to endure for probably a long time. has created either some form of superpower, enhanced your gifts if you have gifts, or has made you aware of spiritual. Maybe you were not like a spiritual person before, but you are now. Or you're like not or, like, and you're dead set on finding out what the fuck is this person's problem. Who do they work with? You don't care if it's dangerous. You don't care if it's scary because maybe you feel like you have nothing to lose or something. Maybe you don't have kids, even though there's a lot of children. There's a lot of, I don't really get children as much though, but you could have kids. But it's more so like this innocence of like this way they're trying to be perceived. And the way you are, like you are you're naturally, like you have a good heart. I'm not saying you're some innocent person, like you don't do anything that's like perceived as quote unquote bad, right? Like, you know, but they perceived you as an easy target, basically. Okay, the 2 Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacle there with the Magician upside down, 9 of Cups, 3 of Pentacle upside down, 8 of Pentacle, and the 10 of Swords upside down. That's like they saw you as an easy target. And this is what they do for work with a group of strange people that also do this. It could be international, could be worldwide, it could be just like cross state lines. I don't know. But you know about it now and you want to know more. Just be careful when you're doing that, Gemini. Just be careful. Because they could be, even though they appear to be innocent and sweet, you never know who they're actually involved in, who their boss is, like who's telling them to act this way, who's coaching them or showing them or providing this job opportunity. That person is probably dangerous, so be careful. Okay, we have a King of Wands that came out upside down. This could be that person. You could be dealing, well, okay, Gemini, this could be the person that did this to you. It could be a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, or you have heavy Sag, Leo, or Aries in your own chart. He came out upside down, but I'm holding him up right now, so I don't know. This could be you, Gemini. I could be speaking to a masculine or a feminine that's had to step into her masculine role because they feel like they need to protect themselves against someone that has been very manipulative, taking advantage of you, maybe even your money, your home, your resources, maybe even your friends, like your contacts, or like just, I don't know, strange things that like they leached off of you, like it was some form of okay, I burped, so yeah, something about that is true. You may know some of these individuals that work with this. Okay, so clearly you know the person that did this or whatever, but like this 3 of Pentacle upside down sitting next to my King of Wands, I'm leaving him upright for some reason. That could be you, Gem. And it could be a femme, or, you know, don't get stuck on genders, what I say. Please, I say that to be nice because it can confuse the message. You could know some of these individuals that they work with through party scene, through social media, like in ways that would like surprise you. Maybe you met them in passing at a party, at a gathering with this person, and they just see, or maybe you grew up with them and you didn't know they were still like knew who you were, or like maybe you went to high school together. I don't know. It seems there's like something strange with that they would be involved in some type of scandalous thing like this. And they just so happen to be someone that you knew when you were like in high school or middle school that's involved in some like weird scandal that you're a victim of. Okay, whoa. Okay. Okay, we have a 2 of Pentacle, a Knight of Cup upside down, and a Page of Wand upside down. There's something about, because, you know, when it comes to a scenario like this, I'm sure you're not the only person that they have worked on. I know even saying it like that is like upsetting. You're not the only person they're working on. If you were to figure out their contacts, you would probably be surprised to know that they're dealing with multiple people. and scamming off of multiple people and doing this or dealing with like very sketchy individuals. That being said, there's some holdup there. There's some holdup within their Three of Pentacles upside down group. Maybe because of children. There could be something to do with children involved that is creating like a holdup. Like Child Protective Services could be getting involved in something that is creating a holdup. Somebody's manipulations, they're not looking so, maybe there's something they're doing that is not looking good. It's not convincing. People are taking a second look. And it's somebody that gives many fucks about doing it correctly, about doing their job correctly, whether that's an investigator or whether that's you. They're not just going to let this carry on, especially if there's children involved. Okay, let's get some clarifiers, Gemini. We are at 20. We're at 21. All right, we are at 21. Gemini, that's you, Gem. You could be dealing with a fellow Gemini or a Taurus or an Aries or have that in your chart. Okay. Oh, backwards? Are we all backwards here? Oh, we all backwards here. We'll take them. We have a Temperance upside down. Oh, and okay, so we have a Temperance upside down and then a Ten of Wands upright. Sketchy. They know this. The heat is on. Okay, the heat is on. The heat is on. They know that something feels off within their enterprise to do with scamming individuals. Maybe to do with children. I don't know. Maybe it's the type of people that, you know, collect a lot of, I don't know, what like Social Security or like government money or why am I getting like, you know, those parents that force their kids to do like weird shit on YouTube? I've seen a couple specials before about like parents that like lock their kids in a house to like do like wannabe Blues Clues type shit, and they get in big ass trouble for it because they're like abusing their kids and they're like forcing them to do it for views and for whatever. Like it could, I don't know, something like that. Okay, side note. Because with the Eight of Pentacles and all of this, all these pages with the Magician upside down, and it's like the Page of Wands, is that we got a lot of pages here. And somebody was like happy to do this. There is a burden though. The Temperance card is upside down, so this was like when I said they were on demon time, I'm not kidding. Like whoever is in a Nine of Cups and a Temperance upside down with a Three of Pentacles group upside down and all these pages and a Magician upside down and a Knight of Cup upside down, this person is, or people are despicable. They're despicable. They're not convincing. If law enforcement is involved, which they could be, but it could be like not it could be not known yet. It could be like being secret on purpose, like okay, there could be like a full-blown investigation into something, is what it's kind of giving. Six of Wands, a victory. A victory into what I was just saying, I hope. If this applies to Gemini, like I said, if it doesn't apply, move past it. Listen to another reading. I've been posting more readings, so. Six of Wands, what is this victory about? Can we get a message about what this victory is? The Six of Wands. A King of Wands. Here you are again, King of Wands. This is you. You are this King of Wands. Masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. You are this King of Wands. You could have heavy Leo, Sag, or Aries in your chart. Or you're just fiery and you're like, you're not going to go down without a fight. If you found out something was like going on like this towards you or towards your family, you're like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. You're not like, High Priestess. Yeah. Yeah. Six of Wands, King of Wands, High Priestess. You're like, Not only are you a King of Wands, but you're a High Priestess. That's a fabulous mix. You could have Pisces in your chart, or you're dealing with one. There's a victory here for a High Priestess, King of Wands individual. that was dealing with a very manipulative, strange person that felt like they could do anything they want. They could have kids. Child Protective Services are involved. They could be doing something strange with kids. There's a waiting period because they know they're being watched or looked at. Their group knows this as well, whoever they work with. It could be international. It could be across state lines. It feels like it's like a big thing. It feels like a big thing. And they are on demon time. These fools are very convincing, but they're very proud of what they do because they've been getting away with it for a long ass time. They're very convincing at putting on facade and creating personalities that are very believable to their quote unquote victims, whoever they choose. And I get the victims they choose are like not like some, sad individual that's like some decrepit lone, not, no shade on people that are lonely souls, we're out here, okay? But like no, it's like these fools are confident enough to go after people that are like have authority, have say so, and have like a name for themselves because they want that money, they want that clout, they want that popularity, they want that, and they've been coached or groomed, or it's been going well for long enough for them to gain that confidence that it's going to work again and again and again, and no one's ever going to stop them. But I get they ran into the wrong one. I get they finally ran into the wrong one that caught on to their little game, that has been able to puzzle things together. And you're a high priestess, of course, you're going to be able to do that. Maybe it took a while because you're dealing with a magician upside down person. Yeah, it could have taken a while. And you've been working on this, Eight of Pentacles. And what you're seeing is you're not liking it. With this Page of Wands upside down, this Knight of Cup upside down, it's making you feel kind of sick. Like the Temperance upside down, you're like, I can't believe I ever dealt with this. This is so upsetting. Like you might see this person in a whole other light, like compared to how you used to see them. You could see them in a whole other light that is like shocking. It's shocking what you're finding out about, or what you've known about, and what's finally being done. Something's being done about it, maybe in due time, because it's sensitive. It feels like this is a sensitive matter. That could be like a big crime type of thing. Okay, so I'm not trying to get people excited or triggered or not excited, but like I'm not trying to tell you this is going to be solved tomorrow, but it's like definitely better than it was probably a couple months ago when nobody maybe believed you, or nobody knew this was happening at all. Even you maybe didn't know exactly what was going on. Maybe you were still dealing with this individual or group of people and trusting them. And that, yeah, I get maybe so. Like this is quite fresh, and it gave them that kind of extra like confidence they needed to like, oh yeah, we got this in the bag. We got this in the bag. And while they were doing that with you, they went on to low battery every time I get to the truth. We got this in the bag, and while they were doing that with you, feeling all confident, overly confident, they find another victim. They find another person to do, and it's like, and you started picking up on it and seeing that happen, and you're like, okay, let them do what they do. Let's watch and observe, take notes. Eight of Pentacles, King of Wands, Ten of Swords upside down. Six of Wands, High Priestess, King of Wands again. Five Swords. They're going to put up a fight, that's for sure. If they catch wind of you, catching wind of them, they're going to put up a fight and make things difficult for you. But I get you don't really give a shit. The Fool card. Five Sword. The Fool. They're going to do something that gets them in. They might even do something to like just get themselves caught. Because they may freak out and panic or something. And like send an email, send a text, call something the Hermit. Yeah. They're going to do something, Eight of Pentacles, yeah. They're going to do something while they're doing their job, while they're at work, being a crazy con or whatever this is about. And they're going to make a foolish decision out of like a rash decision. And they're not going to remember to use that burner phone. They're not going to remember to like use that location or that VPN or that whatever they were trying to, whatever would help them kind of cloak their identity as they were to communicate with another person that would line them up directly to somebody that is already wanted for crimes. already being looked at, already has a warrant out for their, like already, you know, they're going to make a mistake because they know that they're getting nervous, basically, Gemini. Okay, that's your reading, Gemini. If this resonates, please let me know. If it doesn't, watch your other placements. And until next time, Gemini, love you. Thanks for coming back. All right, bye-bye.